What's going on, y'all? It's me, Gospel Lee, and today I'm reviewing the album In Winter's Ear by hip-hop artist Yaves. This EP album has 7 tracks. The first track that stood out to me was a track called Down Bad, featuring Zoe Boston. What really stood out to me on this track was really just the wordplay that Yaves was using, just very, very creative, and it just kind of leaped out at you. Like you would hear him rap something very cleverly with wordplay, and then 2 or 3 seconds later you would get it, be like, oh. So the wordplay on this one really stood out to me. I also just like the vibe of the instrumental. It was very, very laid back, had the piano in there, just kind of had like this real chill, like piano lounge laid back feel, and so it set it up real nicely for him to just kind of come in and rap over it. I really enjoyed what Zoe Boston brought to the track of Down Bad, just her singing in the hook. You know, the chorus was just really, really nice. It like fit the track perfectly, fit the very subtle vibe of the instrumental, and it contrasted well with what Yaves was doing lyrically. Another track that stood out to me was Chains and Whips. The reason why I like this track so much is I felt like it was really kind of like a social commentary, just kind of observing that, you know, we seem to chase after these, you know, chains, you know, jewelry and, you know, cars and these material things. So I love that it was a social commentary on our pursuit of material things and how those things really don't last and how those pursuits are really short-lived. The way that he's speaking and the way that he's rapping on this track, it seems like he's kind of speaking from the other side, like I've been there and all this stuff is so trivial. So I really enjoyed just kind of his perspective on this commentary on this track. Favorite track on this album would have to be Say That featuring D1 and Sivion. I like this track a lot just because of the features, really. I feel like D1 brought a very cold feature. It was real simple. It wasn't like a lot of like just bells and whistles, but it was very simple, but it was also clever too, so I really enjoyed that. Sivion's just great. I keep finding him appear here and there in different places. I think this is the second time that I've reviewed an album and a track that he's been on just as a featured guest. So always love what Sivion brings to the table. He's a veteran, been in the game for years and years as a part of a crew called Deep Space 5. So it was a nice surprise to see him on there as well. The strong points of this album are definitely wordplay. The instrumentals are just definitely very tight and crisp. I feel like the EP as a whole has a very, very West Coast chill vibe. So that was kind of the feeling that I was getting, like listening to the songs individually and then also to the project as a whole. So if you like clever wordplay and if you like chill West Coast vibe instrumentals, and if you like a lot of different females singing on hooks, this album's for you. So I would suggest that if you like all those things, to go cop it on iTunes.